Hi, this is Christian, and this is a video for Java 2. We're doing chapter 14 this week. Before you can do JavaFX as you follow the book, I want to make sure that you have JavaFX plugin installed on your IDE, especially for Eclipse. So let's verify that you have that installed. Now to do that, you will just go into the File and then New Project. Okay, you can go there, or you can just go click this little icon on the top left. This is new, the little black arrow drop down. Click that and say again, new project. Then you get this new project window. Shows up here. It tells you, let me expand this window here. You can see all the different plugins I have installed on my IDE. I have a web folder. This is really important. The rest of the course will be focused primarily in this folder here. So if you do not have this web folder, that means you don't have the correct IDE version installed. If you do not see this web folder, you need to reinstall Eclipse and then choose the Java EE edition. Okay, so it says Java EE for developers. You want to choose that, install that version, and you should have the window here because we will be creating lots of dynamic web project. And these are like Java server phases, JSP, and JSF, and so forth. So JavaFX, if you do not see a folder here that says JavaFX, like I don't see in mine here, that means you don't have JavaFX installed, and we need to install it. Okay, so I'm going to go and cancel this window. And then to install JavaFX, go up here to the menu that says Help, and the drop down, go to the link that says Eclipse Marketplace. Okay, you need to be online. You need to be connected to the internet, or you will not be able to access it. So once you are on the marketplace, on the search bar on the top here, just type in the word JavaFX, one word, okay, and hit enter or click this little glass icon here to search it. So just hit enter, and it should bring up a list of plugins. And per my recollection, it's the first item that installed on the, shows up on the result here. So just give it a minute here, a few seconds here. All right, so here it is. This is the one that you want to install, EFX Eclipse. So basically 3.0.0. And then just click install and go through the installation process. It may take a little while, depending on how fast your connection is or your system is. And we'll see how long it takes me here. Okay, so it took about a minute, over a minute, or 2 minutes basically. And then once you are here, just accept the term license agreement and click finish. And if you look at the bottom right corner, you see that it's installing the software at a certain percentage. And again, we'll wait until that is completely installed. It's going to take a little while. Okay, so once it's completed installing, it's going to ask you to reboot Eclipse. Just say restart now, and then it's going to do that new refresh, reloading your Eclipse again. Again, I'm using the Oxygen version, so if you're using the Photon version, I mentioned in the notes that I had some issue with it. If you have no issues, that's fine. If you had issues testing the web container like Glassfish or Tomcat, then you want to downgrade it to the Oxygen version. Okay, so back in Eclipse, then we can do the same process as before. It's setting up the thing here again. Okay, once you're done, go back to the new project, and then make sure that now you have the JavaFX installed. The web is there. So here's the JavaFX. Okay, then when you create a project, just go here, expand the JavaFX folder, create a new JavaFX project, then go through the process of creating that project just like you would with other Java project similarly. So let's say that I'm going to call it my JavaFX demo. Okay, I'll keep the default and go next. And then you should just keep go next again. You don't have to make any changes here. And the package name by default is application. You can change it if you want. If you don't, you can just leave it as it is and then click finish. Okay, once you have a project created, you should have the folder here, just like your Java project. Click on that, you have a source folder in addition to the JavaFX SDK here. Then inside here, application, and you have a main program already created for you. Open that file, and it has a default setup for you. And you can start from here. So again, JavaFX will extend the application class. Okay, it will import that for you automatically. If it doesn't do that, you just have to extend your class to make sure that it extends the application. And then you are going to have a function, a method called start, just like this, and a main function, your usual main method. Okay, so in here you have a try and catch block. You could just take out the try catch completely, and you don't need that for now. Make your code much cleaner. But you do need the main method here and the launch with the arguments. You're passing the arguments to the launch here. A launch is another function that is not visible here, but it's a part of the application class. And then what it do is it will actually launch the start function method, and it passes these arguments or some of this data to the stage here, and then pass to this start function here. If you notice the word override here, right, it gives you a clue. If you remember in Java 1, if you override a method, again, this is polymorphism, right? You're overriding a method that's belonging to the parent class. So you put the word, decorator at override above it, so you know that it is a parent function. You don't have to do that here. You can take it out, but as you can see, if you do that, you don't know where it is, right? So usually you put that there just to tell you that it's a method belonging to the parent class. And I'm overriding the parent method. That's why I have to do all this stuff here, right? Start coding. Otherwise, it's just a blank function. So, and then from here on, just follow the book and also the examples and the videos, and you should be able to build your application. So just to make sure that it runs, you can click play, and you should have a server installed as well. If you don't have a server installed and running, then you'll now be able to run JavaFX or the rest of the code in this class. So make sure you have either Glassfish or Tomcat installed. It's not showing me here, but yeah, I think it already. So this is the output here. It didn't show the result, and I don't have the in the console running, but this is the result. It should say it's a 400 by 400 pane, right, window here. That's what it means. And if I close that here again, if I change that to, let's just say the width is a 600 by 400, save that, you run it again, and here it is. So it's a 600 by 400. I have nothing inside it, so it's blank. On the bottom right, you should see this icon here with a little Java cup. That is this output here. Just make sure you close that when you're done. If you don't close it, for example, let's say if I click away, and the icon is still there, that means my application is still running. And if I happen to run again, you see that there's another one coming up, right? So I have a second edition, second version, and I might have, changed something here already. Let's just say if I change that to, 900, okay, if I run that one, it's not going to affect the original one that I ran. So this is a 900 by 400. The first one is still at 600 by 400. Okay, so make sure those are closed. If you don't close them, they will consume your memory and RAM. And eventually, if you have a lot of them, it could crash your system. So, all right. So if you have any questions, if you don't have what you see here, it doesn't work or anything at all, please let me know, and I can help you get this going. So thank you.